Video footage from a birthday bash Sean Diddy combs through for his friend Meek Mill in April of 2014 has surfaced in the midst of the disgraced rapper's sex trafficking arrest. According to Daily Mail, the party was held at a Parisian palace in Las Vegas that Diddy rented for a whopping $25,000 for 24 hours, which according to the property manager Jason Haidt was left in a disgusting mess after the wild get-together. He told the publication, quote, "There were broken bottles of alcohol, used condoms, blood on the beddings, powder, razor blades by the hundreds, lubricant on the dressers, and marble floors."
All right, so today we got Meek Mill back in the news for really the only thing we ever see Meek Mill in the news for anymore, and that is his affiliation with Diddy. Now, we all know everything that's been going on with Diddy for the last several months, all of the things that he's been accused of and his arrest, right? Most of us are probably familiar with Meek Mill getting constantly clowned online because of his affiliation with Diddy, right? I'm pretty sure we all have seen the video of Meek Mill in the pool and Diddy telling him, "Ooh, I love you, daddy."
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Right, Meek really hasn't been able to shake back from people roasting him over his link to Diddy. That, and he said several things in the past that have made people question his sexuality, right? Like when he sent out tweets talking about how do you unlink your Twitter from your Amazon account, it was urgent because apparently I think he had wish listed a toy that vibrates, right? And then he sent out another tweet that said, "I need vibrating panties with the remote. LOL, they on Amazon to try to cover it up." Like he was looking for something for his female. Right, he's done some questionable things and he's been rightfully getting roasted online. The thing is, Meek Mill always has made it a point to respond to people that are calling him out for this type of activity. It clearly gets under his skin because he's also sent out tweets like this one where he said, "I want to hire an investigative team and pay him $100,000 cash to find out every specific detail involving Meek Mill name and how it's tied to the Diddy case," right? Even though there's been hundreds, if not thousands of videos made about all of the different things going on with Meek Mill and the Diddy situation. But Meek Mill can't seem to stay quiet about it. It's clearly been on his mind. And I think the best advice that Meek Mill has been given throughout this entire thing actually came from 50 Cent. 50 Cent had did an interview on Billboard.com and they asked him about the Drake and Kendrick beef and what they thought about Drake losing his footing a little bit. And he said, "When you say something that isn't true and the person wants to defend themselves, they encourage the activity. The public likes that you're vulnerable because it matters to you that it wasn't true. They're gonna jump on you for being defensive." That's like Meek Mill. When they say Meek is fruity or gay with Puff in the situation, it's how he responds to it that makes people talk about it more. It gets bigger and bigger and it turns into this thing that's going on out there. You don't hear one thing about French Montana, and French was in that circle and around that a lot, but you don't hear not one thing. And Meek shit is all over the place, right? 50 makes a good point. If Meek would just shut up about it, people would probably stop talking about it, but Meek won't shut up about it. In fact, he's found himself defending Diddy numerous times since all of the allegations came out. But about a week or two ago, we started to see a shift in Meek Mill's public perception of everything, right? Where he had been defending Diddy before, all of a sudden we seen him in this video talking about no Diddy gang.
So what's up?
Yeah, y'all already know how we playing out this real life.
Real life.
Nigga, no Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you heard?
Meek.
So he clearly was trying to disassociate himself with anything that's got to do with Diddy, right? He wants to clear up his name a little bit. And so for the last 2 weeks, that's kind of where we thought Meek Mill was at with it. Well, today we're getting a brand new update in this whole Meek Mill Diddy saga because the Daily Mail actually just published an article called "Inside Diddy's Wild Birthday Party for Meek Mill," where guests ate sushi off of a naked girl's body, right? And the article goes over this birthday party that happened for Meek Mill in 2014 at a mansion called the Persian Palace. Apparently, Diddy rented this mansion on May 3rd, 2014 for 24 hours. Well, the property manager of that property, Jason Haidt, did this interview with DailyMail.com and he told them that there were broken bottles of alcohol, used condoms, blood on the beds, powder, razor blades by the hundreds, lubricant on the dressers, and marble floors, that he found panties, bras, and even 2 iPhones in the bushes behind the a bowling alley, all kinds of wild stuff. Apparently exotic dancers in masks, curvaceous women in tiny bras, and the main event was a naked woman served up as a sushi platter appeared in a video of this entire thing going down. The day-long party held May 3rd, 2014 cost Diddy, now 55, a whopping $25,000 in rent alone for the Persian Palace. Height, the property manager, shared video footage of the party with DailyMail.com. It shows partygoers arriving in droves. Notable faces included French Montana, Lil Durk, and other artists that were part of Meek Mill's Dream Chaser Records. Now, when Diddy rented this palace for Meek Mill's birthday party, he had a couple of special requests. It says here that they requested that all interior bedroom door locks were to be ordered new and left unopened for their arrival for security purposes, as they wanted to supervise the installation. They wanted both keys to be given to Mr. Combs directly and nobody else. So Diddy wanted to make sure nobody could bust in the room on him. And the property manager, Height, claimed that Diddy's team requested a double-sided lock on the bedroom doors to be left unlocked for guests' arrival, with 2 sets for those keys to be given to Diddy. So he was the only one with the key to his room, but he had a key to everybody else's room though. The property manager said, "I was given a rough estimate of 850 guests for the mansion party, and we agreed to a fee of $25,000 for 24 hours. 900 people showed up, and most partook in the evening's drug-fueled festivities, including Diddy, who Height described as being wasted. The party ended at around 3 a.m. and there was rampant cocaine use, with broken bottles and condom wrappers left all over the property. The bedrooms were left in dismay, and Height estimated he collected around half an ounce of coke from around the palace. I thought it was powdered sugar everywhere," he said. Now, I find the timing of this to be interesting. This party took place in 2014, so why the hell did this dude wait until 2024 after Diddy was arrested to start talking about this and doing interviews? I find the whole thing to be a little bit curious, but Meek Mill actually got wind of this article coming out and the video that was accompanying it, which I played a little bit as B-roll as I was reading that article. And he went on Twitter and he said, "None of these publications are owned by black men. They posting these things to destroy the names and brands of the culture. I'ma stand on this. I know it's somebody behind this. I'ma start a war behind it too when I find out." He said, "Why is nobody looking at the fact of who we are consuming this news from? I went to ChatGPT and none of these people are even Americans and not close to the black party. These weak ass stories, this wasn't even a puff party. It was nothing to be quiet about if you're smart." I don't know, saying with the ChatGPT, that's not really the most reliable source of information, but I hear what he's saying. He said they putting black men in jail off of stories. I wish Puff well, he's a black man. I hope he didn't do most of this they saying he did. Why y'all so scared to talk? Y'all must got in the closet. My past the streets, it's nothing to hide. Just think about it. You're waking up to a bunch of non-black owned publications posting major lies about me. Where all the PR people go that was around me? Everybody see what's going on. I'm not gonna be quiet because this is a war on black men. When I see Page 6 post something, it gives me a bad vibe. Go back 2 years ago, they posted only good Meek Mill news. I know how these things work, like what just happened with Mike Tyson. Let the young white kid beat him. Come on, it's a mockery. Y'all gonna start a war that can't be controlled. After me, I'm telling you. Reading these tweets, Meek Mill need an English class. Anyways, he said, literally, you can wake up to 70 publications posting the same non-factual story. That's a media smear campaign. Nobody believe y'all anymore and y'all mad. LOL. So clearly, this article, this footage coming out, this is rubbed Meek Mill the wrong way. While it looked like a couple weeks ago, he was done talking about it. He was, unaffiliating himself with Diddy, talking about no Diddy gang. Now all of a sudden, he's back to talking about it again, just making it bigger and bigger. I'm sure I'm not gonna be the only person to post about this. So it's what 50 Cent said. The more you talk about it, the bigger the situation becomes. But I do hear what Meek Mill is saying though. I know Meek Mill is irked by this entire thing happening, bro. He's prideful. He's trying to stand on his reputation. He's trying to keep his legacy intact. And you got people clowning him. You got people posting articles about him. I get where he's coming from. But yeah, bro, that is the story. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways, that's basically it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. As always, it's been fun rocking with y'all, man. I'm out.